Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tommy Zamp. I play guitar and get the lead out. We are a Led Zeppelin tribute and we tour all over the country. We do around 130 shows a year, and if you've been to one of our shows, let me know in the comments where it was and tell me what your favorite song was that night. If you are into Zeppelin, you want to come see a show, there's a link in the description. Go to gtlorocks.com. You can check out all of our tour dates, and I formally invite you. So today, guys, I wanted to talk about practice versus playing, and which is the better way to think about it, you know? And what started this was I got a message from this guy, David Jones, and you know what? I'll just read you his message. We'll just kind of start it off. So David Jones wrote to me last night, and he asked me a question that I get frequently. I get either messages on Instagram or Facebook, like this one came through, or when I talk to people at the end of the shows, guitar players starting out, all ages, from kids to full-grown adults, it doesn't matter. They're like, how much time do you should I be practicing? How much time do I need to practice? How much time do I need to practice? And it's like that is like the same, how much time do I need to practice? I hear that phrase a lot, to where it made me think about how much time do you need to practice? Until what? Like that's what I like, until what? Until you can play a song? And I just think it made me realize that maybe we need to change how we look at practice versus playing. Okay, so let me read you my response to David. I'll get at least an hour in every day before the show. Most of the time I'm writing songs, recording tracks. On days off, if I have a guitar with me that's not locked up in the vault, I'll play in the hotel room for a little bit. I don't sit down to practice. I just play whatever comes to mind. That's key. Sometimes I'll be sitting watching TV and just noodling around. You can stumble onto some cool licks whilst being distracted, which is true, which is how I actually came up with the opening track to this this video. This little part that's going I was just doodling around. Actually, it sounds more. There it is. I was on the wrong pickup. So not thinking about things really kind of relaxes your brain and allows you to explore different avenues of this instrument. So before I get carried away into that, what I wanted to point out was in my response when I said, I don't sit down to practice. And I don't. I don't sit down and go, okay, I'm going to run scales today. I'm going to try and speed up my arpeggios. I don't. I sit down and I play what comes to mind, because my main goal and everyone else's goal is totally different, and this is a personal thing. This is an extension of your creativity right here. This is, you can do what you want on this and express yourself the way you want. But getting to the point to be able to get those thoughts out of your head, you need to play. And I don't think that having that phrase, I have to practice, how long do I have to practice, it just, you don't have an answer, because until what? Like, that's what I said earlier. How do I have to practice? What, every week, every day? Until what? I still play. I'm still learning. So like, if you're in this thinking that you're going to master this guitar in a certain amount of time, then you're in for a rude awakening, man. This is a lifelong journey. This is an experience that becomes part of you, and you get to enjoy this with other players and other musicians. The point is, I think we should change the I need to practice to I need to play my guitar, because that has more of an inviting tone to it. Practice sounds more like work. We're like, I need to play my guitar. I just said this the other day. I was having dinner and I was like, man, I haven't played my guitar all day. And I was like, I want to go play my guitar. I went upstairs and and I probably sat up in the studio here for like 45 minutes. I had a decent amount of time to like get things done, but it was like just kind of like reconnecting with me and this, and you know, I can't be the only guy out there that has that feeling. So let me know in the comments below if you're like that as well. But to David's question, I don't go out of my way. How much time do I practice on the road? I play guitar every day. I play guitar every day. And don't get me wrong, I understand everyone has a life and life gets busy, things get complicated. But I think if you're looking at it in a I have to work kind of mentality as opposed to like I'm gonna go have some fun, you'll be more inclined to keep the TV remote on the coffee table and go grab your guitar. And even if you have your guitar while you're watching TV, like I said, that's how I came up with. It's just something to kind of like, it just relaxes. You're not thinking about it. You're not over analyzing everything. And, you know, it could be a simple chord change. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. If anyone is like feeling like they're stuck in a rut or like, man, I just can't seem to like wrap my head around this, and they're getting and you're getting frustrated, like just chill out, man. Relax. Play some songs that you already know. Play some chord changes that you already know, and just remember that this is fun. So it can be frustrating, so just keep that in mind. So some things that I do when I'm just playing my guitar, like say in a hotel room, little tips and tricks that might help you out. I'll give you a couple ideas. Come up with a chord change, or if you're playing a song that you know, like take for instance, I'm a big Eagles fan, right? I don't know who wouldn't be, but I think the Eagles are great. Joe Walsh is one of my favorite guitar players. So sometimes I'll do this without even realizing I'm doing it. Take the riff, what is the Fast Lane song, Life in the Fast Lane, right? And it goes, right? We all know that song. I don't know if we all know how to play it, but we all know that song. We're familiar with it. So now, wouldn't it be cool to play that in a different position? Like you're playing a song that you already know. Why don't you try? And this goes for any song. I'm not saying if you don't know this song, that's not my point. My point being like play a song that you do know and use this concept. Play that riff that you know in a different position, like right here. That's kind of cool, you know? So you can play it here. And what you're doing by figuring stuff out like that, and it actually sounds like that might be on the album, I'm not sure, but you're learning where the same notes are here, right here. So you're, without overthinking it, you're learning. You might try and figure out where those notes are. Nope, that's on the B string. You know, figure it out. However you need to do that to get there. But that's a fun little trick that you know, it works on your mobility up and down the fretboard, doing it with different riffs. Being able to play these things, you know, you can do that and it's practice, but it's more like you're just playing, you're just trying to figure it out and have a good time with it instead of like running. I mean, that's boring. To me, that is boring. But you still should know it. You should still understand it. You should still know how it, you know, the key you're in, how to utilize those notes. So these are just a few like little tips that I was thinking about after reading David's email, and you know, I hope it helps. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks so much for all the support. I do hope this video helps. If it does, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have any questions, man, hit me up. drop me a line on here on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And I do my best to get back to everybody. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys at some shows. I hope you all had a good holiday with the family and friends and all that. I'm going for a new goal. By the end of this year, 20,000. I'm almost there, 20K subscribers. So you may be the one to push me over the edge. So thank you in advance, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed already. I do appreciate the support. And as always, my friends, be good to yourself and be good to each other. And I'll see you all in the next video.